Showa, number 2. This one has some very high lifts between some relatively lows. They don't really give much counter rotation when they're that high. After they get kind of about there. There we are. What is that? Oh, I must have. My tensioner slipped a little bit. There we are. Yeah, so there's not really any counter rotation, but there we are. Good. Gonna be lots of spools, and I just picked another one, which is very similar, different bitting, but it had a little bit of overmilling, I think. This definitely also acts that way, so things would get set, and then you'd have to hit them again to get them up over that shear line out of the milling. All right, rolling the dice here. I assume this will also, the last one I did had some core biasing on there. So I assume this one kind of does too. Probably right there. Closer for it. So yeah, there's no zero lifts. You only need some attention. Spool keep in, or torpedo keep in, torpedo keep in. Oh, with some kind of like a T-pin catch on the top there. That one too. Very interesting. See those? It's very fun. This might be really tough to actually, looking at these, the bottom of these key pins, they're very round. That might actually be a tough little impressioning lock too, which would be fun. If you could ever find blanks. Probably find something that would work. Big long spool. That's that first really high lift. And a baby spool. I think this is probably the ball bearing again. Yep, just like in the last one. that's not very, that spool's not very long, surprisingly. That one is actually very tough. I wonder if these got mixed up. This one was kind of tough. I bet those are mixed, honestly. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. It actually made it pretty tough though, having that little baby spool way up there. Wonder if that caused any issues with the lock, but hypothetically or potentially. I'm putting it back underneath that. That's another little baby there too. Yeah, one more here. What's going on? Oh yeah, there we are. That's what's going on. You're trying to be clever, Jared. Ball bearing. There we are. That makes sense. Good, good. Yeah. So these was very hard though. Especially this one. No, sorry, this one here. It well, probably because it's so high. It was very hard to get it to even counter rotate it all. So you didn't really get much feedback until like everything was set. So it was the last thing that would, not bind, but you know, give your counter rotation. There. Man, come on. One. Oh, looks like there's actually some milling. Oh, no, that's a spring. Might have there's springs kind of stuck in here. Might be just stuck in there. You can see there's a spring kind of stuck right in the front there. I thought it was some serrations, but it is not. Just a spring that's either jammed up in there from that really high lift or something. It worked, so not a big deal there, but yeah, so that's the one. There's the, yeah, so all spools, all the key pins are spooled. Those two, the really tall ones have kind of like a T-pin on top of the key pins, a little kind of T-pin action, which is very interesting. That probably caught me a lot of times before I figured this out, honestly. Doing that. Yeah. Great. U-Shin Showa. Oh. And there they are, and there's the key. And this is was labeled the all spool version. That makes sense. All right. Thanks so much.